Alright, we are back home from the video game store of all places. You know, I like to diversify where I get my movies from, mainly because people always go to the same places. Things like Sunrise Records, Beat Goes On, some pawn shops, but for the most part, no one really treads out of their comfort zone when it comes to buying movies. I always tell people, check your second-use stores, check your thrift stores, check your pawn shops, because you might find some good deals. I went to a video game store, and they had a bunch of Blu-rays and a few 4Ks. They had a huge wall, as I showed you, a huge wall of Blu-rays for $5 each, which was a pretty good deal, you know, for a used Blu-ray. It wasn't many things that I wanted. There were a few things like Elysium and Arrival that I've been meaning to check out, but I'm pretty sure those have 4Ks already, so I kind of want to wait till then. But I did pick up a few 4Ks. I didn't spend more than $20 per 4K because that's kind of my motto, especially for used 4Ks. I don't like to spend more than $20 because at that point I could probably find it brand new, unless maybe there's a slipcover, because I don't know, something about slipcovers, they get the blood flowing, if you know, the collector blood flowing. They get the nipples hotter than diamonds when I see something with the slipcover, especially when it's harder to come by certain things with slipcovers, which is a bunch of in this haul is a bunch of them I couldn't really find, or I've been holding out to find slipcovers, and they paid off. Starting off with is a movie I haven't watched yet, but I heard really good things about, and that is the Lego Batman movie. I think Will Hartnett is in this. He plays Batman, and I heard he plays a really good Batman. But it came with a slip, even though the slip is pretty dinged up and it is really dirty. Little bit of a little cloth here and there, maybe not a water, but a little bit of cleaning solution should do it perfect. I got this for $14.99 with the slip cover. Again, this case is extremely dirty, but for $14, I don't know. That's a pretty good deal for me. This disc art looks terrible. Freaking. I thought it was a bootleg for a second because of how terribly printed the disc artwork is. But yeah, I've heard really good things about it because I kind of like knocked out a Lego movie. Like, really, what the fuck is that gonna be like? But I heard a lot of people really like the Lego movie. I heard that was really cool. I didn't really hear great things about the second movie, but I heard the first movie was really good. And same with the Lego Batman movie, which is really interesting to believe, because I remember when those Bionicle movies came out and those weren't that good. So I thought that these were just gonna be cash-in like bullshit movies, but apparently a lot of heart and a lot of just people who want to make a fun movie, who grew up with the Lego IP. Is like, because Lego owns just so many IPs. If you've gone to like a Walmart or a Toys R Us or something, or like a Target, you see the amount of Star Wars, like freaking Lord of the Rings, Spider-Man, MCU stuff, DC stuff. They own so many IPs, so I thought it was really interesting that they make things like video games and especially movies with those IPs. Obviously, this is a Warner Brothers, and Warner Brothers owns the film rights towards DC. But like, it's cool how Lego owns those IPs and they can make whatever they want to, which is really cool. And it really opens up the potential for so many movies that can come out. Things like Indiana Jones, like a Lego Indiana Jones movie. I'd honestly watch that nowadays. I don't want to see a wrinkled, shriveled old, or like even like a CGI deep faked Harrison Ford. If you can find a really good impersonator and make it a Lego movie with some good comedy, because for the most part there is some pretty good comedy for the most part it is a pretty good comedy, Indiana Jones mixed with some good action and adventure. So I feel like the Lego movie should be a no-brainer. So I'm really glad to find this in 4K with the slipcover again, even though the case itself is dirty. But you know, I'm really excited to check this out for $14. Yes, please. I'm gonna put some Goo Gone on these, because these are some old stickers. If you saw these, it says 4 stickers on it. Oh no, that's not a sticker. But it comes with the new animated shorts, much more, the digital HD ultraviolet, and then the price sticker on it. But I'm gonna put some Goo Gone, and hopefully that will help clean it away, because I just hate stickers. It covers the artwork, and it's just not necessary. Put it on the cellophane inside, but I don't know. I guess it's advertising. And then this is a pickup I wasn't expecting to see because of how new it is. It came out, I think, in October. And that is Bullet Train on 4K Blu-ray with the slip. So this retailed $32 when it first came out, and I got this for $16.99. Because it's pretty cool is that they accept trade-ins. So a lot of people who own 4Ks or Blu-rays, they'll trade in their 4K and Blu-rays to get movies, or not to get movies, but to get video games or consoles or stuff like that. So I reap the rewards for people who don't really care for movies on physical media and they care more for video games. So that is where I come into play. So I haven't seen this movie yet. I've heard decent things about it. I heard it's like a really fun and some really good action movies. I think it's made by the people who made, what's it called? John Wick, I believe. And that sounds like a winning combination. I love me some Brad Pitt. And yeah, I heard a really good cast. Fantastic action. I saw a lot of trailers of it. I remember going to see The Northman, and they had a trailer for Bullet Train, and it looked really intriguing. So as long as it's a fun time and it's a good transfer, for $16, under like half the price of how much it could cost for new MSRP, yes please. And then the next pickup was something that I've never seen before. I haven't seen this movie, but I feel like the slipcover is rare and it's hard to come by. Maybe I could be very wrong. I don't know. I haven't researched it on eBay or whatever, but I haven't seen it with the slipcover, and it's a chunky boy. It's a very thick boy, and that is the 10th anniversary of the Da Vinci Code, the 3-disc set. Comes with 2 Blu-rays and a 4K. Very, very cool. Just look how thick this is compared to a standard Blu-ray. That's a thick boy. That's a thick boy. But yeah, I've heard good things about it, and this is the first movie, I believe, so I won't be too lost. But it's a pretty big cast of characters here. So I didn't know Ron Howard made this. That's funny. But I think I keep mixing up this with National Treasure with Nicolas Cage. But it comes with a 4K. And it comes with 2 Blu-ray discs, which is very nice. I've never seen like an American or a North American 4K be this thick of a set. Usually the UK 4Ks are this thick, but that's cool. That's cool. So yeah, the Da Vinci Code on 4K Blu-ray. So if you've been with the channel for the longest time, my first ever 4K pickups were the original Star Wars trilogy, mainly because those movies mean a lot to me. They're just staples in cinema. I thought that it would look amazing in 4K. I still haven't actually watched them on 4K yet, just because I've been busy collecting and watching new releases and that kind of stuff. But they had the slipcovers, and I'm hearing as time goes on, it's been harder and harder to find copies of the Star Wars films with these slips, especially the 4K ones. So when I found these two, I was very excited. So I have episodes 4 to 6, right? A New Hope, Empire, and Return. And then I also reluctantly got episodes 7, 8, and 9 because I found them for pretty cheap and with a slipcover. So I wanted everything with the slipcovers, but I haven't gotten the prequels yet. So when I went to the store and I found 2 of my favorite prequels with the slipcovers for $15, I had to pick them up. Honestly, because I actually do enjoy these movies. They didn't have Attack of the Clones, but I really don't like Attack of the Clones. It's a waste of 2.5 hours, 2 hours. It's a long movie, and it's just too much. Even though I do like some elements, the Count Dooku stuff, some of the Yoda stuff is really cool. But for the most part, it's so bloated. A lot of the scenes with Obi-Wan going to, not Coruscant, but going to that planet to see the clones and stuff like that was really cool. But for the most part, those love scenes, the really bad CGI of Anakin riding that, was it, a Wamba or whatever the fuck? It was terrible. It was really cringe dialogue on the part of Anakin and Padme. But I really did enjoy some of those other parts. But would I spend $20 to $30 for a 4K with the slip? No, not really. So I am, at this point, I am satisfied with the collection. So now I do own the 2 Star Wars prequels. We got Phantom Menace and we got Revenge of the Sith. I really do like these slipcovers because they're not John Williams. Who is that artist who does a lot of the Steven Spielberg work? I forget his name, but that very talented guy. But it does, and I really do like the artwork on these discs, on the actual what's it called, 4K and Blu-ray discs themselves. So that's why it is more of an intriguing pickup as opposed to, because I know these aren't the greatest pickups. They were filmed on early digital cameras, so they're not going to be as sharp as, say, like the newest or even the oldest Blu-ray. But I've heard okay things. I heard it's a passable 4K. The Disney Plus 4K stream that I watched didn't blow me away. It wasn't very good. But it seems like someone stole the blue. Okay, oh, never mind. So I thought someone stole the Blu-ray disc, but no, it's still here. So it's still here. I'm gonna remove the Blu-ray disc, put it on top of the bonus disc, and then put the 4K on its own self, on its own spindle, because I don't want it to rub against the standard Blu-ray. Because at first I thought, you know, Blu-rays are really good quality because a lot of time they're dual layered, and just the quality of the disc itself is pretty good. But I've heard a lot of things through the grapevine that 4K discs aren't as durable as a Blu-ray. In fact, they're probably as, you know, easily scratchable as a DVD, which is very sad, or not very sad, but very scary. But I could be wrong. A commenter wrote that, and I put a lot of faith in commenters because you guys are my friends, right? So if a friend told me that, obviously I react the same way. But I really like these slip covers. They're fantastic. They're embossed. They're glossy. I like how the images pop outside of the border. Same with the 4K for Revenge of the Sith. I love the red in this. I believe this should be the better out of the prequels and originals. Oh, that's a cool. I like the disc artwork on this. Oh my gosh, this tracking. But I do really enjoy this 4K set. So yeah, those were the pickups of the day. Went to the, not local because I went to Brampton, but I went to the video game store and was happily surprised that they owned, that they had available 4Ks and Blu-rays for a decent price. So yeah, thank you so much for joining me in this pickup video. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe. I've been Mace from the Mock Quest YouTube channel. Please have yourself a good day, night, evening, afternoon, morning, whenever you're watching this. Please stay safe and God bless. Peace, cheers, all in physical media. See you guys.